What do you think of this? Don't you love it? YouTube, it's me, it's Diana D, and I'm happy to see you again. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I appreciate the love. So if you have any comments, please leave them, even if you just have cool things or anything to say about any of the items I'm going to show you. That would be great, because for some reason I don't get talked to very much, and I'm not sure why, because I am very approachable and I love hearing from you all. So with that, I am going to tell you that tonight's video is going to be about my working with retailers in my area and procuring items that are client returns, and I am getting them at a fraction of the cost to resell in my eBay store or my Poshmark or Mercari or Etsy or wherever else, Facebook Marketplace, and at my yard sales. So I'm going to get on with the show. So the first thing I have is a Kirkland's hurricane lamp. It retails for $29.99 and it is 15 inches tall. The base is very solid. It's like plaster, I believe. And this is a little wonky, but I'm going to get some museum wax and secure that to the bottom so it doesn't move. And as I go through these items, I am going to move them out of the way so I can show you the other things and get on to the grand finale. So stay with me. This is the first thing. I shouldn't say first thing, because I always say first thing, second thing. Anyway, the next thing is a memory board that is also magnetic, and this is good for leaving your kids notes to say walk the dog or pick up your sister or whatever the case is, you know, chores for the day. And yeah, these things are good. Good to leave yourself a note too, if you're like me and you forget things. The next thing is a pair of necklace holders, and I got these at a store that is going out of business, and they have a ton of these, and I picked these up just to see how they would go, if they would sell quickly on my eBay store. And I plan on getting a whole bunch more of these because they are currently at 30 to 60% off, so it's still kind of high. I'm waiting for it to really get low so I can go in and buy a whole bunch more. I will have these listed in my shop on eBay. The next thing is a compact multi-cooker. It does steaming and eggs and rice and hot cereal and slow cooking. And this is like a mini Instapot. So that is a great thing because we love those. I have used mine quite a bit lately. And this is by Hamilton Beach. It is a 1.4 liter. Oh, I'm sorry, a 1.5 quart capacity. There's 1.4 liter on the backside, and I guess that's for some other country. So anyway, this will be in my shop. I need to get that out. And another thing I have found is another water fountain. I love water fountains, and these tend to sell very well, especially in yard sales. And this is a perfect size. You can do in your garden, you can do it, put it on your desk or on a table in your house, and they're very pretty. They're very soothing because you can hear the water, and it's got lights, and this is just a great find. And you know, they're just returns, or the boxes are dinged up. So the next thing I have, are these. These are for people who are in home care, typically are housebound or they're elderly, and these are the you know, the pads that they put under you in a hospital. They're waterproof, and I found these actually at a yard sale, and I picked these up. I got 5 of them, and I need to list these. So because I know healthcare, working in healthcare, I would know that you do need these, so I will have those in my store. This is the sweetest thing. It is a little, it's unfinished, it's wood, and it just needs to be painted, and I have to take the time. But I've been working on so many other things project-wise at home. I haven't been able to touch it, but it is a little tiny birdhouse, and it's in the shape of a ship. It's even got a little pirate, you know, skull and bone, crossbones on the back. And it probably should be twisted around, but I'm not going to mess with it. So this is something I found. And it is by Art Minds. You know, there's a lot of those unfinished things you can find at Michael's or AC Moore, and you can finish them yourselves in the colors that you like. And I happen to like French farmhouse or farmhouse chic or farmhouse style, so I would probably do it white. The next thing I have, of course, the box is dinged up, and it is an oversized pole caddy for your bathtub, and it can hold all this stuff. Sadly, I have a shower that has like 8-foot ceilings, and this would not work for me. But anybody with a normal bathtub or even a garden tub, it will work fine. And this is by .org, well organized. It is rust resistant, and it adjusts up to 10 feet, it says. So, hey, maybe it would work in my bathroom. But I don't need it. Get this out of the way. And my last big thing, sorry, I'm grunting. I have tennis elbow. I went to the orthopedist and found out that I have tennis elbow and carpal tunnel in both my hands. So anyway, this is one of those self-cleaning cat litter, you know, boxes. And I know people with cats would probably absolutely love this. It is good to have because who likes pooping? Who likes scooping poop? You know, and cat litter is just a mess. So this would be great for anybody who has cats or loves cats. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to sell this locally in my yard sale or if I'm going to do Facebook. But I know it's going to be huge and heavy to try and ship via eBay. But if you're interested, leave me a note and we can certainly talk something out. So this is something I got. Okay. I keep shoving them underneath my dining table. I have a full queen bed set. It is from Bridge Street, and I think it is a fabulous, like, boho pattern, bohemian. It's really cute, and this is one that I got. And yeah, as we know, I love bedding. I'm crazy about bedding. I love picking up, you know, all kinds of sets and quilts and comforters and duvets. I am crazy about them. The next thing I have, which I am so excited about, is a full queen. This is actually a comforter set, and this is not what I thought this was. I didn't grab the right one. But this is a comforter set, and it's got the not the shadow stripe, but the, you know, the embroidered stripe in it. It's very pretty, and this is by Wamsutta. It says triple burrata stitch, full queen bed set. It is a comforter in the standard sham. So as you can see, it looks very slick, and I love that. I love the simple look. But what I thought it was when I picked it up to show you was one of many. I found a full feather bed, full queen feather bed, and those are very unusual. I would love to try it out. It's not winter here yet though, so I can't. And I know that it's supposed to be extremely comfortable. They use them in Germany and over in Europe a lot. And I've heard that they're just amazing, and all you do is basically shake it out. And you're supposed to sleep very toasty and warm in the winter. So I have one of those, which I will list. The next thing I have, I am not going to pick this up. I don't know if I can pick this up. Let me see. This is an espresso 6-cube organizer. And it is by Relaxed Living. And, you know, we've got the baskets in here, which is really nice. Because you don't always want to show, you know, your junk, your, you know, miscellaneous, whatever you're throwing around. But I got this for a very good price, and I will probably list this, or will be listing this locally and having it at my yard sale if I still have it. My yard sale I plan on having August 31st because one, that is a long weekend due to Labor Day, so yeah, I'll have the time to set up, break down, relax after that mess of a yard sale, however that works, because we know the yard sales are so much fun. I mean, it's good to make the money, it's just a lot of work. And the last thing I'm going to show you tonight is I found these in a dumpster. I cut my foot on a piece of glass recently, so I ended up going out and getting a pair of boots. But anyway, I got these Magnolia home clocks. I found 3 of them, and I'm not going to lift it all the way, but this is what it looks like. It is spray painted orange everywhere because they take off the hands and they try to destroy it as far as you can go. It's a wonder it's not bent in half the way that people think, I think, before they throw out stuff. But I have 3 of these, and I managed to work on one and redo one. And I am going to show you what I did. I'm going to roll this out of the way, and hopefully it does not fall down. Okay. So, the one that I did, that's the same, it's the exact same clock. And this took me a lot of time, but this is my hand-painted, redone, same exact clock. And I had to chalk paint it and paint all this, you know, black because it had orange on it. And I had to get a new set of hands and a new motor. But I have this listed on Facebook. And actually, I love this clock. It is farmhouse style, and I wanted it to be kind of antique, distressed looking. And yeah, I spent a lot of time redoing this because I'm that way. I don't want to see the clock that looks like that to ever, you know, to ever, you know, I don't want it to go to waste. I'm going to redo it if I can. And that's that. So it turned out very gorgeous, I think. And as I said, it took me a lot of time, but I like the end product, and I will continue to show you the other 2 once I get those done. I'm about halfway on one, actually probably a quarter. Because like I said, you have to repaint the whole thing. You have to paint the, you know, this part back, and cutting out the numbers and gluing those on by hand, and then staining, and yeah, buying my hands. Those hands are like 17.5 inches. And that is a 47-inch clock, by the way. It is not small in any sense of the word. A lot of people list huge clock, big clock, you know, and I think 36 is as big as I've seen locally that you can buy via Facebook or let go or offer up. And to me, that is not a huge clock. That is a massive clock. So with that, I am going to say good night, thank you, and I will be seeing you soon. And like I said, if you have anything to say or you have any comments, please leave them. And the links to my shops will be in my description. And love you, and good night.